And two. All right. We're live. Hi, guys.
Woo!
Oh, hi.
I hurt my back.
Oh, jeez.
Hello. Welcome to the internet. Wow, my brain just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this show on the road. All right, let's do this. Welcome to session 4 of Arcanus Rebirth, the road to Valencia, where we last left our adventurers, leaving the small town of Rivertown. I gotta turn my music and it's too loud. I can't think. Right. Leaving the small town of Rivertown, heading to the capital of the Nox Empire of Valencia. As our intrepid heroes pressed forward towards the Nox capital of Valencia, your path was fraught with peril, with arcane constructs, twisted monstrosities that seemingly exploded when they came in your proximity, and a powerful mage stood in your way. But your heroes, they fought valiantly and emerged victorious from battle. As we dive deeper, as you stand there in the wake of battle, Naima just having been revived by his brother-in-arms, Kiro, May casting sleep on our would-be thieves, Trent Baker and Bree and Josh Silverfin. The mage seemingly escaped, but danger is gone for the moment. What will you do? As the rain continues to come down on this valley that you're passing through, cliff sides on one side and forest on the other, you see Trent passed out in the grass, both Bree and Josh snoozing under magical slumber. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get this out of the way, guys. I really didn't know anything about that. I always thought my family members were on the up and up, but fuck Trent. He can go rot in some cell. I'm gonna leave it up to you to do whatever you want with my family. I really don't want to have any interaction with it.
Me.
Right.
Kind of a touchy subject.
Yeah. I'll just go start tightening up my boots and prepping everything that we need to go to continue on.
I'm gonna turn to May, just be like, what should we do? He's like, that's weird, right? It's just his family.
I think maybe Trey needs to stay. And maybe we just keep going and we turn them over to the authorities in the next town.
Okay. And then,
I've never really been a detective person, but as much as I know of Trent is that he's not really
right.
the
I think I still have, so bicycle. I would just throw him over there.
Could, but if you're gonna just throw him away, kind of maybe want to make sure he's not gonna get back up. Otherwise he's just doing this kind of stuff. So it's either we turn him into the authorities or, become the authority.
What you're saying is to break his legs?
Yeah, you could break his leg. Yeah, sure. That would
I think I don't want to just
nicer than what I was.
yeah. Well, I think this stupid lowlander, so airsick. He's bad. I don't want to just put him to the authorities. So, do you have paper?
Do I have paper? Yeah, I think I got some. I'll through my
Just
bag.
let him sit till someone comes. You know, sees him. Just be like criminal or something. Just put him on the side of the road. Sit there for a couple days.
Valencia.
Listen, why don't we just bring them the next town over? We'll hand them over. We'll let it be done there. Whatever they decide, it's on them. Be out of our hair.
Yeah. I think that's fine. I wouldn't want to waste any of our rations on that one, though.
Right. I'm gonna grab Trent and cut up some rope. I'm gonna tie him to a tree off the side of the road, and I'm gonna break both of his legs.
You should tie him upside down. Like tie him.
No, he'll die. He will die.
Not necessarily. No.
No, he will
Not
die.
necessarily.
I'll tie him up.
Okay. Give me a survival check on the tie, on the knot, and then I want attack rolls.
I'll help him tie.
Give me either. You know what, I'm not gonna say attack roll because he's a pretty easy target.
Yeah.
So let's just call it a strength check.
Sure.
I'm trying to see how hard you hit those legs.
I'm gonna. Hold on. Oh, I already used it. Dang it. So that's a 15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. The first leg, you hear a definitive crack in bone. Give me another one for the next leg.
Yep. Yeah, this time I just prop it up against a rock and use my foot and like put all my body weight.
That's advantage. I'll give you advantage on that one.
Okay. That was worse. So 17.
This one you see just a shard of the shin splint through the front of his leg. And Trent wakes up at that.
Yeah.
Blood-curdling scream.
It's okay.
Fuck you. As he proceeds to pass out.
Oh yeah.
Out of pain.
You know, I hate to advocate for this kid. If we leave him like this, he's gonna die.
Well, that's why we put him here.
I mean, as long as we don't care. However, how old is Trent again? Like, what does he look? I guess like young 20s or younger.
I would say he looks to be early 20s.
Okay.
Now, saying he might just look older than he is, maybe, but
right.
I would say at first glance he looks a little like early 20s, maybe 19.
I don't have a good conscience leaving him here. I think we can keep his legs broken, but we should probably at least burn him in, or else he's going to die. Some animal, some monster's gonna come by and probably kill him.
Yeah.
We can keep his legs broken though. I'm totally fine with that.
My only input on this conversation is that you are on a well-traveled road.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just want to put that out there. You are in a well-traveled room.
Probably should really stop him from bleeding out.
At least that, yeah, probably.
Alright. I'll use lay on hands.
Not to fix the break, just to stop the bleeding.
No, yeah. I'll just I'll use 2.
If you
Per
wanted to
leg.
stop the bleeding, I can cauterize that wound.
It's too late. I already did it.
Yeah, the bleeding stops. At least the external bleeding stops, and the wound and the legs are still broken, but the skin heals over the bone.
Oh. God, that's making me feel like. Oh.
This
Alright.
reminds me of when we cut Buck's arm off. That's the vibe I'm getting.
This pretty sure he's never gonna live a life of crime again unless he can live a life of crime without legs.
You see Mimsy in the corner, just like wide-eyed, like, oh, I find the right people, and like goes up to the cart to get Rig.
Trey, are you okay with this? With leaving him here like this?
Fuck him. Oop. Sorry. I think he has. I think this is probably the most justice he'll get. Or maybe not that he'll get, but what he deserves. So.
You know,
Can I insight Trey? I just want to see if he's being honest or if he's hiding. Bad. 4.
Seems honest.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't give him any of our rations. Hell, I really don't want to give those to any of them. But
Oh, they're still asleep, right?
They're still asleep. The screams have not seemed to awaken them.
Why don't we leave?
I would still probably have a face of fright, okay? Because I've never seen anybody do that to another dude, and I'm young. So, short, shaky answers.
Let's have the siblings. Let's put them by Trey, or not by Trent. And
Hold
I
on.
think this alone is going to detour them from any future.
We're worried about sitting, right? Not getting picked up by someone. If we leave him here, we want him to get picked up and brought to the next town or whatever.
Okay. Let's leave the 2 siblings
let's
here.
just turn them in at the next town.
No, I'm Trent. We want Trent.
Oh, Trent, yeah.
Point
just
is to let him get
tree.
picked
it's
up,
like
right?
a thing that says criminal, so people
Right.
know to steer clear. And then that way, it's not like he's walking anywhere. If he can get out of this, then he deserves to continue his life.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this teaches him a lesson.
All right.
Alright, well, then let's grab your siblings, put them in the cart, and let's get on the road then.
I'll pick them up and put 'em in the cart.
They're not much older than Trey. A couple of years, so easy to do. They're pretty light. You get them into the cart. You see Valen leaning against the cart. Yes, Naima?
I'll tie him up as they get him put into a cart.
Okay.
And make sure to take any knives or anything sharp off their bodies.
Sure. You collect a couple of daggers off each of them. And a short bow off each of them as well. You see Valen kind of leaning against the cart with Riggs. Riggs got his head kind of out the cart window. And Valen's not saying anything, just kind of had watched all of this, just watching you all get back into the cart as Mimsy kind of like is waddling to the back of the cart to jump in. Shakes his head, he gets up onto the front to ride. On our way then?
Yeah.
Right. As you continue on, on your travels. I need, let's say, May. Roll me a d6.
Ooh. 3.
3. Okay. As you travel, I'm going to say, for all intents and purposes, everybody gets a long rest because I'm going to go a couple of days into the future. You guys rest for one night, you do your watches, you continue on for traveling for another day until the evening, when it gets time to find a campsite for the night. You're on a road that's near, I'm not going to call this a forest, but like a grove of sorts of trees, we'll call it. And as you guys look for light, you find a nice spot in a clearing, but into the grove, we'll say, trying to think. Trey, I think you've got the highest of the perception. You can see a dimly lit campfire a couple 100 feet nearby.
Okay.
In what looks to be a single body laying down on the ground. From this distance, you can't make it out, but there is no movement whatsoever. Other than that, the campsite seems to have been recent, but seemingly abandoned, except for that one body.
I'll point it out to everybody. You know, like, stop. Do we care about this?
Yeah, we can't just... We should at least check it out.
Okay. So we're in between checking it out and breaking legs. Just trying to figure out where we are.
Memsy, Valen, and Rig continue to set up the current campsite while the 5 of you go to investigate. I will say in that travel time, Mimsy gives you the herbalism book and that recipe for the healing potion that she got from the shop. She makes a comment of not really her forte, thought it might be something that you'd be interested in. As they continue to gather firewood and Valen teaches Rig how to start a campfire, you guys head into this grove of trees to investigate this campsite.
I would like to
As you get
move stealthily.
Sure, give me a stealth roll.
I'm jumping on that train.
And I don't know if we're all going at all at once, but
if you would like to scout ahead, that's fine.
I was gonna say, don't.
I got a 25.
We're gonna say everyone's progressing towards the campsite, but the stealthy ones who want to make a stealth roll are going up ahead.
A 24.
15.
24, not a 25.
24 and what?
15.
15. As you approach you can see the campfire still lit. There is 2 tents. Sorry, actually, no, 3 tents. There's 1 larger tent and 2 smaller tents. Some equipment and food scattered about. And you can see a body that is laying in a small pile of blood.
Breathing?
Unmoving. You'd have to get closer to do a medicine check to see. As you guys are deciphering and thinking, as the rest of you catch up with them, moving at your slower pace.
I'd like to send Midnight out to
sure.
Kind of scout and look. So I'll kind of see through Midnight's eyes.
As you hold on to it, put your hand on a tree to steady yourself, and you look through Midnight's eye. You see ahead of you. You see Haven and Trey sneaking up closer, and a body with ashen white skin and white hair, simply dressed, but seemingly throat is cut, and laying in a small pile of what seems to be their own blood. Nobody else in the campsite. Just the one corpse. But May, this humanoid is very familiar to you. Not personally, but the type of humanoid is very familiar to you. Ash white skin, silver hair, no pupils that you can see.
All right, Trey, you think you can cover me?
Yeah.
I'll move into the campsite.
As you do, as I said, doesn't seem to be anybody around. There's a loot laying on a bedroll, some discarded weapons, and this one body.
I'll make my way into the camp.
May, as you make your way into... It's really going outside. Sorry, the rain and storm's really going.
No, it's I texted in the chat. It's bad here right now too.
Give me 2 seconds.
I still got that music we were listening to in the beginning of the session in my head.
Anyways. So, Haven, as you approach the body, and May, you come up, Trey, you see May walk up behind you. This looks like no humanoid, Haven, that you've ever seen in your life. Pointed, elf-like ears, but not quite as big. The skin is ash gray, almost a white color to it. Simple tunic and pants on. Seems to have the throat has been slit like this.
I'm
Lying there dead.
I'm gonna.
Oh, go ahead, May.
I'm gonna go up and inspect the body, and kind of just look them over and see if I can find anything that identifies them as an individual.
Here, give me an investigation roll.
And while she's doing that, I want to motion Trey over, and I just want to be like, I think you can find some tracks.
Yeah, I'll check around.
It's a 19 for investigation.
19. So you find a couple of things on his person. Though I say him very loosely. It's very nondescript. You can't really tell male or female. It's very non-binary looking. But you find a couple of vials on their body. One has an oily black liquid in it. Give me 1 sec. Sorry, you find 3 oily black liquid vials on him. You find one that is a golden liquid. On closer inspection, seems to have something floating inside it that looks to be almost very similar to a snake's tongue inside the vial. On his belt, he carries a small wand.
Yeah, I'll take all of these things, but and I'll kind of like inspect them, put them in my bag. But I'm really looking for anything
I know what you're looking for. It's nothing really identifiable on him. Though when you touch his shirt, the tunic, it looks like a very simple tunic. The colors shift a little bit as you move it. It catches your eye. There's just like it's like a shift in colors as you move it.
Okay.
Say 19. The only thing that... Go ahead.
I I'm pretty sure I have this spell prepared. Just yeah. Can I ritual cast identify on the team?
Sure. As you're all, I don't know. Where are the rest of you doing at the moment? I know, Trey, can you give me a survival check to see if you find any tracks?
So here's a funny thing. I rolled a 2 on my first one, but I am going to use one of my fisherman marks now that we're 3rd level. And that gives me advantage on wisdom survival checks when tracking
Hell yes.
a target.
Sounds great.
So my second roll was a 14 plus 5 for a 19.
14. We'll get to that in a minute. Naima?
I was just about to say I would be doing the same type of thing. I'll be seeing as there's 3 tents, 1 body. I'll definitely be looking for tracks as well.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna go to the big tent and start looking through it.
Okay.
And I just also want to pull out my shield too.
While you're all doing that, I want you all to give me perception checks.
I was gonna say I'm keeping an eye out around our the wood line, the surroundings, making sure that
I'd like one from everybody.
Hot
So I got,
It's gonna
got
come back on me.
21 on my survival roll. For tracks.
Big fat 3.
18 for perception.
This is for perception.
Yeah.
15.
Dude, I wrote 23.
Let's go.
Dude.
I rolled a 1. Then I get a +2, so 3.
You're focused.
I'll say, because Naima and Trey, what you guys are focusing on, you do see some tracks that go into the woods. They seem to have left kind of quickly. You see 3 pairs of tracks. All humanoid. Heading into the grove.
When you say 3 pairs, do you mean like 3 sets or 6 people
3
total?
sets of 3 different people. One could assume, not saying this is correct, but one could assume the assailant and then 2 pursuers.
Yeah, I like
Hayden?
that. I like that.
I can't remember if you said is the blood itself and the campfire itself, is the campfire still going, and is the blood fresh, or is it
The blood is... Give me a medicine check. It's fresh, but to see how fresh. The fire has died down a little bit, but it is still going.
It's a 9 for a 10.
It's fresh. It's tonight. It happened at some point tonight.
Right. I mean, yeah. I just want to make sure we're not stumbling upon a 2-day-old fucking murder.
No. This seems somewhat fresh. The fire is still going. Light is emanating from it. I'll say, Lex, the only other thing that you notice, just being what you are, being a wizard, having been arcanely trained, just adjacent to the fire, and you all see this at varying times. Almost, it draws your attention almost at let's say at the same time or similar times. Is what looks to be a human skull sitting on what looks to be a stump. It has cracks and marks on it. It seems to have what in common would look like an M kind of crack on the top of the head here. And May, you swear the eyes are faintly glowing orange, like dimly.
Pick it up.
Okay. You pick it up.
Hey, I need that for
I'm gonna
my
send you a picture of it.
collection. That's the biggest
I'm
one
gonna
I've
send you,
found.
Lex, a picture of that.
Just Cairo, if you want this for your collection, just let me give it a look-see first, all right?
Okay.
I'm sure we can certainly get more later down the road.
He's waiting.
I sent that. I sent you a picture, and I can send you all. Actually, I can really send you all it because you're all seeing it. But I'm sending that to you first because you pick it up.
Hey guys, I found some tracks over here.
Okay.
Oh. demonic looking.
Awesome.
Let's. I'm gonna say. Nothing immediately happens, but you have an impulse. You control it, but it's this destructive impulse to be brash, to be a little mischievous and destructive. You swallow it down. But this marking. Give me a history check.
Uh, 11.
You can't pinpoint where, but somewhere at some point in your life you have seen this symbol. You don't know where. You don't know why or where or when it was in your life, but it's familiar to you.
You alright?
As you guys are surveying the scene and you're looking around, you can hear footsteps coming from behind you, from kind of the direction where you came in. And you hear the voices of two gentlemen. Hello? Is anyone there?
I
pull out my club.
immediately, yeah, bows out, arrow nock.
As they approach, two humans. One with somewhat tan skin and like a grayish hair and like a handlebar mustache. Another gentleman, dark-skinned, like bald, 5 o'clock on the side, nice goatee. They look like farmers, peasants. Like, we saw the light from the fire on the road. Is everything all right?
We just got here. We were inspecting the scene.
As they approach, they kind of look over and see the body. You just got here, you say?
I'm gonna like put the skull kind of like in my, like, kind of hide it from view. I don't want to scare them or give them the wrong impression.
Of course. Hey, is anyone hurt? Anyone else hurt? Are you all right?
Put away the bone. No friends. As compatriots were just saying, we just happened upon the scene ourselves. It looks like we found some tracks leading away. I think that was our next stop to see what happened.
Oh, lad, what is that? What is that thing? Never seen something like that.
You and me both, friend.
Good.
What? I'm sorry. What are your names?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Jebediah. He reaches the one with the handlebar mustache reaches out a hand. And I'm Jethro. The other one reaches out his hand for a handshake.
Take them both. Pleasure.
We're just traveling home from the city. Been traveling for a couple of months.
Can I get like a overall insight check on these guys to see, like, this seems kind of
solid? Yeah, give me an insight check. Give me an insight check.
All right.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic, and I just want to scan them,
Dirty 20.
and I want to look over at the skull.
19 for Dirty 20. Give me 1 minute. Actually, I have sheets for these two. Both seem to be telling the truth. They are traveling together. They've been traveling for several months from the city.
Okay.
And you did detect magic. Neither of these individuals have magic on them. All, we'll say, except a one of their tunics is magical.
Okay.
We'll say Jebediah's tunic is somewhat magical. Illusion magic.
Okay.
And his, if I remember correctly, his ring is magical.
Okay, and then the skull, because I just wanted to have it up.
Yeah, give me one second. I'm just trying to find the. Thought I put the. Oh, I gotta look at something. My bad.
You're good.
Oh my word. Oh, I'm in the wrong section. Silly me.
Whoop-de-doop-de.
Hard when you use actual books sometimes. The ring irradiates enchantment.
Okay.
We'll call it enchantment. The shirt is some form of illusion. And the skull irradiates enchantment and evocation.
Okay.
Well, I think our next step is, should we go after these people? Asking our group as a whole.
To what end? Like, are we just looking for trouble? Like, what are we doing?
No, I know this isn't really our problem, and we're contracted out. But
What time is it roughly?
I'll say roughly 9-10 o'clock.
I say we just let them be. This isn't our deal. This isn't what we're doing. You know, we stumbled upon this by happenstance, and should they return, at least we can be prepared for some sort of combat situation if need be.
you're saying you want to camp here?
Sure. Yeah, like we can camp near here. Doesn't need to be here. I think maybe we should put this gentleman to rest.
I agree. Is there like a shovel in this campsite or whatever, or I don't know? Start digging a grave.
There's not a shovel per se. There is a long sword laying against one of the bedrolls, and what seems to be a spear.
I'll grab my spear and start loosening up the dirt wherever we want to do it. And
I'll use my shield too and just.
Know of Fae funeral practice.
Oh.
Fae
Can I say that again?
What do I know of Fae funeral practice?
Probably absolutely nothing. The Fae realm and all those realms have been closed off for thousands of years. There's not much. Most is hearsay and legend.
We could.
Tim, I guess for like funerals and is it burying or burning the body? Like, what is more typical?
Depends on your culture.
Okay.
You're more than welcome to tell me what the culture of your people is.
I'd probably say burning.
We could give her one of our burials. It's easy.
All right, what do you do?
Sorry. We go and put them high up as you can and let the birds take them.
Maybe not.
Yeah, no.
Let's not strap a dead body to the top of a tree. That sounds grotesque and
I'm
unnecessary.
with May on this.
Okay.
Should I keep digging a hole,
Is there an
or
owner
are we
room?
doing something
Yeah,
else?
Trey, we're gonna bury.
You can see
Yeah.
as you're digging, the two gentlemen have, well, not the two gentlemen. One of the gentlemen, Jebediah, has started to help you dig out. Like
Oh,
just
sweet.
out of like the kind, he's just like, all right, I'll help you out.
Sweet.
Did I get anything off of the tunic?
I'm sorry, you did identify. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you did. Yes. Thanks for that. Sorry about that. This is where is my called a I'm going to send you the link, the write up, but this is what's called a shifting shirt. This nondescript smock-like garment changes its appearance on command. While wearing the shirt, you can use a bonus action to speak the shirt's command word and cause it to assume the appearance of a different set of clothing.
Okay.
You decide what it looks like, including color, style, and accessories, from filthy beggar's clothes to glittering court attire. The illusionary appearance lasts until you use this property again or remove the shirt.
Okay. I will undress the man and start to prestidigitate him as I am preparing him for burial.
Yeah.
And as I do that, I am going to put the shifting shirt in my bag.
It
Him.
cut out.
What's that? Did I cut out?
Yeah, didn't hear any of
Oh,
that.
sorry. Kiro's gonna burn his prayer rope while we're burying the body.
All right.
You guys don't mind if we use their tents and stuff? We normally go under the stars, but this would be a nice change of pace.
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be back or not.
It's true. This is dangerous.
Still feels safer maybe around you lot than all by our lonesome.
Yeah, I mean, you can camp with us tonight. That shouldn't be, as long as respectful of our privacy for certain things, but
Of course.
shouldn't be that big of a
Jethro,
deal.
who's helping dig the hole, goes, no, sorry, not Jethro. The one who's not digging the hole, Jebediah, is like, I don't know. We could still make some time tonight. I really am aching to get home.
Where are you from, Lowlander?
Oh, we're just south of the Shambling Woods. Hold on, I have to look at my map because I'm dumb. Port Kima, down at the coast.
Kind of just look at expectingly at Trey.
You muted.
And you muted.
Yep. Yep. I got it. I probably know of it.
Yeah, Port Kima. It's like the lowest, most southern town on the coastline. It sits on the edge of the continent, pretty much. It kind of seems like they're going a roundabout way, but the road will lead you there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe not going through at night with there's been a murder is the brightest idea, or the safest in any means. Probably should hold off.
You should
at
listen
least
to the
until
elf
morning.
man. Their people are hundreds of years old. They're very wise. All right, if you say so. They start like away from the campground, but start making up their own little like bedrolls.
All right. Well, I guess after we bury the body, we should probably keep watch, 2 of us at a time, maybe instead of just one.
Quick question, Tim.
Yeah.
Kiro doesn't really know anything about magic in like an arcane way, so I'm trying to think of articulate the types of magic that they are, because he wouldn't see like words that say enchantment. So would there be
No,
like a
but
color
I think you
coordination?
would think of it as this messes with your mind in some way, or something with the mind.
Okay.
You don't know if it's charming or what, or or if it's doing it to someone, or if it allows
Right.
you to do something. You know what I mean? But I think that's how you would look at it in the most
So it'd be
simplest
like
form.
destructive and messes with your mind magic.
Sure, or messes with others' minds.
Right.
And
Okay.
and you would know what evocation is. It's boom, like blow stuff
Right.
up.
But that's just not. You
elemental
wouldn't
magic.
use that wordage because it's like
Yeah.
it's divine.
You probably have a word for it in Goliath.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna go up to
Or
May.
giant.
So I use some my magic, and I'm looking at the skull there, and it's got like, I don't know your common word for it, but we call it mokabeki. It's like boom magic, explode. And
Lex, I sent you a
also, like,
description of that since you're attuned.
and also it has Salakameki magic, which like messes with your head.
Yeah, I kind of gleaned second. Pretty quick.
Anyways, I don't know. That's not my thing.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I think
say
I'd add there's also
that-
a little bit of abjuration in there too.
Do you just want me to make up another word?
No, it's just being the truth.
It's also like Torokomeki magic, which is like, and I should just like gesture towards my sheet.
Abjuration.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you looking out. I'm gonna say that I might need to hold on to this.
Can I see if it will fit for after?
Maybe not. I just
Okay.
I'm worried about anybody else touching it.
Okay.
Not in a
Tomorrow.
possessive way, just in a I don't want anybody else to fall under its effects kind of way.
Right. Don't want to explode my brain.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's go with not exploding brains.
All right.
Are you guys making camp here or nearby at your campsite that Mimsy and them were at?
I'd say nearby.
Before if we're leaving, I want to go to like where we saw the tracks running away into the grove, and just find like a section before they hit the campground, and pull out my rope and start like just camouflaging it with like the leaves and the vegetation and everything around. Then at the end, go back up and put it on my belt clip, and I'm gonna cast snare.
Okay. Solid.
Once we're done with everything for the night, and we're back at our own camp, sitting around the fire or whatever, I'm just going to ritual cast Identify on the rest of the objects. So
Sure.
the skull, the liquid, like the gold liquid, and the oily black liquid, and the wand.
I sent you the description of the skull, which I will gladly repeat if you want me to, because it's what Identify gives you. This is called the Cinder Skull. It is warm to the touch. This white, dry skull radiates a dim orange light from its eye sockets within 30 feet radius. while attuned, which you are, to the skull, you only require half the daily food and water rations that you normally would. A creature of your size would normally need. In addition, you can withstand extreme temperatures indefinitely, and you automatically succeed on saving throws against extreme temperatures. So you can't get really cold, you can't get really hot, you are going to be comfortable. While holding the skull, you can use an action to cast a 3rd level Scorching Ray from it. When you make the spell's attack, you do so with an attack bonus of +7. Once you do this, the skull can't be used in this way till dawn.
Tight.
The
Wow.
wand.
Shit.
Like there's more
Oh.
to this skull.
That was that save about, motherfucker.
That all seems really, really good and way too good to be true, especially for something that literally made me attune to it immediately upon touching it. So I feel like there's more.
Maybe, we'll see.
I have to identify.
Yep.
Doesn't do
Identify will
curses.
retreat. Well, yeah,
It doesn't do curses.
it does not. You are correct. On a completely different statement, it does not do curses.
Yeah.
I guess I'll figure that
This
part
is a
out later.
wand of guidance. This slim metal wand is topped with a cage shaped like a 3-sided pyramid. An eye of glass sits within the pyramid. I'll send you all this in a little bit. The wand has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge to cast the guidance spell. The wand regains all expended charges at dawn, and if you expend the wand's last charge, you roll a d20, and on a 1, the wand transforms into a wand of resistance. And once that happens, you will probably have to recast Identify because it will have changed into a different wand.
Tight.
Okay.
Tight.
The golden liquid with the snake tongue in it, I know Noah was giving me smiles because he's seen this before, is a potion of empowering truth. A withered snake's tongue floats in the simmering gold liquid in a crystalline vial. When you drink this potion, you regain 1 expended spell slot or 1 use of a class feature. So Divine Sense, Rage, Wild Shape, or any other feature that has a limited use. While until you finish a long rest, that's what it. When you drink this, until you finish a long rest, you cannot speak a deliberate lie. You are aware of the effects of this after drinking the potion. Your words can be evasive as long as they remain within the boundaries of truth. So you get a spell slot or a class feature back, but for the entirety until your long rest, you can't lie.
I'm gonna give the gold vial to Cairo.
Oh, thank you. What's this?
It gives you back energy to do something that you can otherwise only do like once a day. Or it can give you the energy to cast a spell when you wouldn't normally have the energy left to do that. The only downside is that, and I don't think this is going to be an issue for you specifically,
Okay.
you can't tell a deliberate lie for the rest of the day.
Okay. Sweet.
Hmm.
He starts to like uncork it.
I'm gonna
right.
pull out my
Right.
notebook and write just like a couple like instantaneous questions I would have for Kiro if he ever had this function.
The final 3 vials that are all identical, the black oily liquid, is you have 3 potions of mimicry. When you drink this sweet, oily black liquid, you can imitate the voice of a single creature that you have heard speak within the past 24 hours. And the effects last for 3 minutes.
Tight.
And I'm going to drop all of that into handout.
Um, I will give one of each of the black vials to the remaining members. One to Haven, one to Trey, and one to Naima.
Thanks.
Oh shit, Lex. There's one more thing I have to kind of backtrack. That anyone can have found, but there was a charred piece of paper near the skull that I forgot to include in that list of things you found.
Okay.
And I'm going to upload that now.
Sure.
Weird question that I meant to ask. The ring, did it look? Because you said it was magical, but did it also like look really fancy?
No, I didn't. It didn't look really fancy.
Just sort of like a.
It was a simple, like kind of black band.
Okay. I will tell them all that too. Jebediah guy. He had a magic shirt and ring.
Alright, well, I don't think that's any of our concern. They seem friendly enough.
Just kind of rude. Regular guys. Magic shirt and a ring. Something to think about.
So you're telling me if I drink this potion, I could sound like Kiro?
Trey, we're gonna save this for the
Yes.
right time.
But seriously, how cool would that be? I mean, I'll do my best, like drinking potion Kiro impression, like lowland, and try to get low, but it's horrible. You know, all right, I'll put it in like my side pouch.
That's good.
Oh,
Alright. Let's I guess let's set up camp and
Rest?
you guys think two person per watch?
Yeah.
Cures out.
I got a little trap set up back at the path that they ran away. So if they come back, maybe I'll know. Who knows?
I'll take first watch, I guess, with whoever.
I'll do it with him.
Alright.
All right, who else? Who is it? Sorry. First watch. Who's taking second watch?
I'll take a second.
Valen will offer to take second watch with you.
Okay, sweet.
May, like always, will just stay in her tent all night and not come out.
Fair enough.
That is very typical.
As you have all experienced after the past few days of travel. All right, as you guys set up watch, I'm gonna have you roll me perception checks. While the rest of you lay your heads down to go to sleep.
I'll help with the first watch.
Okay, then I'll take third watch then. So I'll have May and
Okay, May, you're doing first watch with Naima.
yeah, and I'll do third watch then.
All right, so make me perception checks.
A 21.
21.
Oh no.
6. Naima, you're vigilant as your guys' time goes by. You can, in the distance, hear the two other Jethro and Jebediah over at the other camp kind of snoozing. When Naima, you hear soft footprints begin to very, very faint soft footprints. And May, at your side, you feel something furry and small rub your leg. just kind of rubs the side of your leg, and as you kind of like jump back and shake a little, you see a small orange tabby cat just like rubbing its back against you, like rubbing its fur. You know how cats do, like just rubbing against your leg, just purring. But it caught you completely off guard. Just time.
Norma's gonna jump, stand at ready with his orb out. So what the fuck is that?
Oh, whoa. Calm down. Just a cat.
What's a cat?
You don't have cats? Where you come
Cats
from?
that you see, Naima, are probably like 5 times as big as this, and probably have like large tusks.
I'll take a portion of the rations that I didn't eat for tonight, and kind of like go.
Oh yeah, the cat comes right up to you and just starts like just eating it, and then eventually just curls up at your feet.
Yeah, I'll pick the cat up and like put it in my lap and just, if it lets
Seems to
me,
be
just
a stray. It's wandered into your lap, gladly accepting any pets and love it gets.
I'll slowly sit down and do that kind of looking away, but nudging a little bit closer.
give them a scratch, like between the ears. They like that.
And my
cat just
fingers,
looks at you.
my fingers probably about the size of his head.
Yeah, just a little.
Give me an animal handling check.
This is actually something I'm good at.
That's good.
You watch me fucking roll terrible. Not bad. 12 plus 4. So
As you reach your finger out to it, it just starts licking like licking the tip of your finger. It's like as big as its head, but it's just like, and then like Pop mittens it, and then circles back around and starts kneading on May.
I already have a name.
The rest of your watch goes fine. You go to wake up Trey and Valen, and you lay your heads down for your rest. Yes, Naima?
So to wake Trey up, I'll use prestidigitation, but I'll use like a bit of wind, kind of push him over. Or if he's using something as a pillow or something to like push him off.
Your head just hits the dirt and kind of rolls a little bit. Phelan, who was meditating, he's a half elf. He was sleeping. Wakes up. Thank you. And you guys lay your head for the night.
This is gonna be very awkward around, Naima. Okay, I can. All right. Yep. Let's go watch.
We'll get to your perception check in a minute, Andy. Vale. As your eyes drift and shut, your mind slips into the embrace of slumber. You find yourself standing in the heart of a dark and twisted forest. Trees tower above you, and their gnarled branches interwoven like grasping fingers, and you feel a sense of foreboding creeping up at your spine as you spot a hooded figure looming ahead. The figure, tall. This is a dream.
For who?
For May. Here. This figure is tall and gaunt, cloaked in darkness that conceals their features, yet you can feel the weight of their gaze upon you. Their bony hand outstretched in an invitation as you draw nearer. Suddenly, the very woods around you seem to writhe and contort, the trees twisting and creaking like the bones of the damned. It is then that you realize this creature before you is a being of immense magic and dark power. moving my. Yeah. Their voice, a whisper that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere, fills your mind with visions of a large and twisted tree. She speaks speaks of secrets and hidden truths beyond your understanding. Vale. See you there. I sense in you a sense of longing and loneliness in this world. You recognize that yearning. I urge you there. Come home to me. Come home to a place of warmth and comfort where you will be loved and accepted for who you truly are. Bring the cinder skull to me. Come home to me, my child. Come to mother. As the dream continues, their words grow ever more urgent, and you sense the darkness and danger lurking beneath the veneer of comfort. A chill runs down your spine as they warn you of the treacherous path ahead of you. You have choices that will shape your fate, Thale. With those words, the dream begins to fade, and you awaken, your heart pounding in your chest. The memory of this creature's words and the twisted woods linger in your mind, leaving you with a sense of both curiosity and unease. Traves, could you do a perception check for me?
That's a 9.
Night goes well. Nothing seems to happen. You do notice a orange tabby cat wandering around the campsite. Seems very comfortable. They were with May when you woke up.
I mean, if it walks around, I'll pull like one of my dried fish snacks out.
Oh, it enjoys the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Your time goes on. Valen is not the best company, we'll say. Very stoic, quiet.
Yeah. I'm uneased, so I probably wouldn't really sit down. I'm walking around pacing.
May, you can hear the commotion at the campfire. You can try to go back to sleep, of course. But that did abruptly wake you.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be getting any more sleep for the rest of the night.
Mhm.
I'll lay there. Right.
Right. But you can go and wake up Haven.
Yeah, totally. Like, hey.
Yep.
You're up.
How was the watch? Anything eventful go on?
There's a cat out there.
Oh. And I
about
like
it.
cats.
Do you?
Yeah.
We never
I had
were
one
allowed
growing
to
up.
have. Really? That's cool.
All right.
kinda-
Well, get some
Yeah.
rest.
I'll try.
I'll
Valen will offer to continue to stay up. He's gotten his 4 hours he's not a full elf, Tim.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
No, he's
Yeah.
like, fuck you, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if he offered, be like, just go to bed. You're fine.
Give me a perception check.
19.
19.
Oh, dirty 20. Sorry. Did perception.
Which one you said?
30-20.
Okay. Nothing seems. It's a calm night. You don't hear any commotion. The sun begins to rise.
I do want to
as-
say,
Yeah, go ahead.
during my watch, I would want to make a pass at the campsite where we found the body. I want to
Perfect.
see if it came back or whatnot, but
You guys buried the body, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Just double checking. You make your rounds. Let's say after like an hour or so of watch. You see Jethro sleeping on a bedroll. What you don't see is Jebediah and some of the stuff from the campsite, like packs and a pack and like bedroll.
okay. Okay, I'll mentally knock that and then head back to our campsite. Watch over it.
As the sun rises, I'll say everybody except May gets a full night's rest. So May, I'll say you probably have 1 point of exhaustion. You're not getting a full night's rest. But you all awaken. The sun is shining. At some point during the night, May, that cat entered your tent and just kind of curled by you and stayed there for the rest of the night.
He'll get up. He will strip down naked, go take a shit in the sponge bath.
Norman would probably do the same because that's what we used to do in it.
Mhm. Shit, shower, shave every morning.
I'm just gonna go to the road and look both ways, and just contemplate my time on this, my short time on this earth before we head off.
Kira will also gonna go back where
You
the
cut
dead
out there.
body was too.
Okay.
Kira's
Yeah. So as you get back there, you can see Jethro. He's waking up. He's up. He's getting his pack together, but he's looking around for Jebediah. The Jeb, where'd you go, Jeb?
Is you guys good? Think we were gonna.
Jebediah is missing. Think he went off ahead on me.
As I was
Mhm.
doing my rounds last night, I walked around our campsites and I noticed some of your packs were missing, and he wasn't here. But
Strange. Jebediah has traveled with me since Valencia. I don't know why would he go ahead.
was it?
Trey.
Yeah. Hey.
See any more tracks?
It's a survival 17.
You do not see any additional tracks.
There's probably a lot of tracks. Probably like too
Yeah, this is
many.
a well-traveled road.
Yeah. Nothing definitive though.
Jebediah's hair.
Say that again?
What color is Jebediah's hair?
Jebediah's hair was,
gray,
I
right?
believe. Say that again?
I thought it was gray.
Gray. Yeah, it was gray.
Yeah.
Like a dark gray.
You don't think
From
something
last
bad
night.
happened? I don't know.
Why
Oh,
did anybody
sure,
want
that's what-
dead people's stuff? That's weird, right?
And Jethro, he goes, well, honestly, I thought he left me yesterday, but then We just got turned around, and now he's gone again.
Well,
I don't know.
He left you yesterday.
Oh yeah, a couple miles down the road there, we got separated in the dark. They put but we found each other again. I thought he left me.
Um,
I honestly haven't smelt something so fishy since I left the hatchery.
uh-huh.
I'm gonna go on ahead. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go on ahead. My wife's expecting me in a couple of weeks.
I wouldn't,
Yeah.
Lander.
Right on
You
ahead.
should stay
On
with
ahead.
us. No.
We're going in opposite directions.
Well, I don't think we're going anywhere.
I'm going this way.
Pyro, just let him go. He'll be fine.
I don't know if he will.
I have a feeling he'll be fine.
Thank you kindly.
Alright,
And he
well-
starts to head down the road. Back
Safe travels,
towards the way
Rock.
you came to Rivertown.
Alright, well, yeah. Safe travels and
Yeah, good luck, Lander.
Thank you. He looks very confused. Like, genuinely very confused as he's walking away.
we should get on with our destination here. I don't want to be in this
I mean,
area too much longer.
that guy definitely killed this lowlander, right?
I think so.
I don't think
So
it
we're
was
just
the
gonna
one who just
leave?
left us.
No. But I'm worried
It's Fred.
about him. Yeah.
Just keep your eyes open.
Think he'll come for us? I mean, I don't think it's a problem.
Oh, we can handle ourselves pretty decently. But
Still,
yeah,
I think
let's.
just leaving him out there.
I know I don't feel right about it either, to be honest.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Am I metagaming if I? Familiar? We don't know about that. Do we?
You what?
We don't really. About May's familiar? We don't know about.
At midnight.
What about
My
me?
familiar. I
Midnight.
summoned my familiar before we
Yeah, but do
started.
we know how it works?
Oh,
Probably
I
not.
think you'd have an idea by now. Oh, you, Kiro, specifically. I understand what you're saying. How
yeah,
familiar
it
were
was- Right. I don't say that.
I'd like to get these two unloaded quickly. I feel
You can see
Yeah,
Bree
let's-
and Josh are now like in the back of the cart, like like they know the situation that they're in at this point.
I'm going to take my ornate purple scarf that I have, and I'm going to create kind of like a little like side pouch, and I'm gonna try and coax the cat to like sit in
It
the
doesn't.
pouch.
It doesn't take much coaxing. You say come on, and that cat jumps right into your lap, and pretty much it is acting like a trained house cat. Like it is all about you.
What's that?
It's a cat, apparently.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna call him Marmalade. Marma, for short.
Hmm.
I like it. No, I get the kitty some scritches.
It purrs at you. It accepts it. It's very friendly.
All right, well,
Viciously friendly.
Definitely,
I will protect this cat with my life. This cat is now part of the party.
Yeah. So
definitely
I've got a
looks-
cat on my hip and I've got a crow on my shoulder.
You're just a regular witch.
it definitely looks like a smaller one than what we're used to dealing with.
Yeah.
They're not too friendly. This one is
No.
though.
So you guys are packing up and heading out.
Mhm.
we'll say, for the sake of things, because it's going to take a couple more days travel before you get to the next town. May, you can easily, if you no other nightmares the next time you guys rest, you can easily get a long rest. It's not an issue. But we'll say you guys travel a couple miles down the road, and what wouldn't have been seen at night, you can see near a boulder what looks to be the body of Jebediah. Very close to where he said they got separated.
Fuck.
Wait.
No,
I think we'll take a break there.
yeah, okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, we will. That's a great.
What?
Damn it! Write your questions down, guys. Write them down.
Yeah, no, I got him. I got him.
We'll be
Fuck.
back in like 10 minutes. This is awesome. Great. We'll see you.
Where-
All right. And we're back.
Right.
Wait, are
So,
we?
you continue your travels.
Yes.
I'm going to go back because since I sent that to you, Lex, I'm going to say after the next day, the next long rest, Lex, roll me a d6. I'm going to say you have similar dreams. I'm not going to narrate all of them, but same tone of bring the cinder skull to me, always referring to you as her child and always calling herself mother.
Mother, may I?
Say that again?
4.
4. So we'll hypothetically say you have second watch. Whoever we'll say Haven, you took the last watch last time. I'm gonna say you. You notice when May gets up in the morning, and you all kind of notice this. She's extremely confused. Where she is, kind of like May, you're not sure if you're dreaming still or if you're awake. Very disoriented for the next 4 hours.
Jesus.
It gets you a delayed, we're going to say it gets you a delayed start on your day. May you finally kind of come together. With your bearings. Give me a concentration check.
Yeah, that's a 13. I already rolled it.
Okay. So you're good on that end, but
Yeah. Oh, 14 with my modifier.
yeah, you're still great right now. You managed to hold. That's what's taking all of your concentration.
Yeah.
You're concentrating so hard on that you don't even know where you are. You managed to get to.
I'm just gonna hold on to like Marma for dear life, basically. Just be like,
Okay.
just use Marma as what I need to ground me.
We'll say you manage to get May into a cart.
I was gonna say, are you still riding the horse with me during this, or are you like in the cart?
I'd say when I'm not confused, it would probably take everything just to get me into the cart.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine being that confused that I recognize any of you.
For mechanics reasons, she has the confused condition.
Okay.
You manage to get your bearings together and you travel. You start traveling. You can converse as much as you want as you travel.
When she's all confused, Kiro's gonna cast Detect Evil and Good. And just like get her vibe.
Vibe check.
Vibe check.
There's definitely immense darkness coming from that skull on her person.
Okay.
I would say that's the only, and I'm going to say, because it's my world, you get a little faint of darkness and good from everybody.
Sure.
It's that innate potential that everyone has. That potential for good and evil. But that skull's fucking evil.
All right.
While May's in the cart, I kind of want to get the rest of our party together and just we got to get that skull away from her.
I'll say, May, in your state, in your mind. I mean, I'm gonna say, give me an Arcana check, Haven.
Oh, okay. Arcana.
Just with that statement, I want you to give me an Arcana check.
Yeah. 17.
You studied history and ancient artifacts and things like that in your time in Cytera. If this is cursed, getting rid of the item is not necessarily going to get rid of the curse.
I meant like not like taking it, like destroying the item.
Sure, still might not get rid of the curse in that aspect.
I can tomorrow try some. It might work, it might not.
I don't want to
Clear the my
Also, at the
goddess.
same time, I guess if we do try to take it, it could freak her the fuck out. And
Hey, maybe she's just having a bad day. You know? Like, I've seen my mom make my dad wait for a long time before they went like on their journeys. So,
Alright.
maybe she's just having a bad day.
we'll give her a day or two, see if she calms down, and then
If not,
See what
then
happens.
I can. That thing is
Bad.
very evil.
You can't break her legs though, right?
no,
No.
Okay.
Can
Just
I
wanna make-
hear them?
Oh, we're
Having
away
this
from the group.
conversation while she's confused.
Yes, that was my intention.
Yes,
Okay.
100%. Sorry, mate. We're breaking your legs now.
I'm gonna say, May, in that moment when you come to, as you guys are traveling, you wake up, you see Marmalade still in your little, like, out in the cart, like, right next to you, you're kind of holding on her, and you can, Rig has, the boy, Rig, has taken a hold of your hand the entire time. And he's just holding it. Are you all right?
Yeah, I think so. Did something happen?
I think you were lost a little,
Lost.
but you seem to be back now. And he lets go of your hand, and he kind of goes back to where he normally sits with Mimsy.
Okay. I didn't. What kind of loss?
Up here.
Okay, but I didn't. Nothing
No.
else was different or weird.
No, you're still the same.
Okay,
Still you.
still me.
Mhm.
Okay. Thanks.
And he kind of just goes back to, like, a book that he was reading.
Fucking weirdo.
Did we just pass by the body of Jebediah and keep going? 'Cause that's where we
think
left
so.
off. Okay, yeah.
Oh, sorry, yes. We can backtrack and decide what you wanted to do at that point, but I mean,
Oh, his shirt and ring aren't magical.
no, not at all.
Yeah, okay. Figured.
I guess my only question is, like, how does I'll do another medicine check to see if this Jebediah was dead before we met the previous Jebediah.
Oh, yeah, give me a medicine check.
Not bad. It's a 12 for a 13.
It's a good chance that he was dead before you met the other one.
So we got a fucking shapeshifter or changeling or something.
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger.
Not that any of you really know what any of those things are.
No.
Shape changer, yeah, that makes sense. That's a lead.
Yeah.
That's a logical leap.
Shapeshifter. Alright. Well,
Um,
while we're adventuring on, definitely want to keep, I know it's probably, we're already doing it, but keeping a lookout for...
certainly. Can I have someone roll me another d6 as you travel?
I got it. 6.
6. Okay. You travel for a day. Because you're getting right to the end of your travel time. Nightfall is beginning to fall again, and in the distance you can see a very small town. Like, no-name town, not even on the map town. But beyond the tree line, you spot a dark plume of smoke. And you can see in the distance there's a terrible house fire. As you approach the town and you approach immediately your eyes and the cart kind of you can't help but go by this house as you're traveling into the town. You can see a large crowd of bystanders watching, and many of them are holding buckets.
Can I jump out of the cart upon seeing this?
Mhm.
And I want to cast Dragon's Breath on myself for cold.
Okay,
And I want to try to use the Dragon's Breath to help put out the fire.
certainly. One second, let me finish describing the scene, and then we'll go on. You can see a large crowd. They're all carrying buckets, but no one is helping. You can see two individuals at a well going back and forth with water buckets, trying to extinguish the fire, desperately trying to save the house alone. And they're begging the crowd to help. And most of them are just standing there watching.
Does the crowd itself look like they're in some type of like almost a trance, or is it them just blatantly
No. They
ignoring?
all seem like they have their minds.
Okay.
They're not. They don't have malicious looks on their faces.
Right.
It doesn't seem like they started this fire, though you can't know unless you ask. But they are not assisting in any way possible.
Hey. I'll just try and project my voice. What the hell?
What's wrong with all of you?
I'm gonna grab a bucket from a bystander to start while May's doing her dragon
As you
breath.
take the bucket out of their hand, you guys aren't from here. See, that's as the fire's blazing to it. That's our esteemed steward of our town.
No one cares, dumbass. Help!
No, he taxes us. Gold doesn't melt. We're waiting till it's done. Then we're gonna go get our gold back.
Tax is how a kingdom survives.
Yeah.
We can't survive with what they take. They're criminals. So we didn't start this fire, but we're not gonna stop it.
Yep. Muted Lex, I think. You're not coming through. Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
To fire spreads.
Then we'll stop it. And they just all kind of stand there. And it's like a general consistency of a large group of crowd.
I'm gonna try and find the biggest bucket I can.
Sure.
And just fill it up.
You find like a pig, like a horse trough that like some horses are drinking out of.
Yeah, I'll grab that.
Okay. Naima?
I'm going to walk to the other side. And I am going to use... because I got this spell from the whole change. Rhymes Binding Ice. A burst of cold emanates from you in a 30-foot cone.
Okay. So you're all attempting to help put out this fire.
Yeah.
With your
I
various
went.
ways. No, Kira.
Yeah.
As you throw the trough up, this bigger, heavyset guy comes up behind you and like touches you on the shoulder, like reaches up and hey, cut it out, and like goes to like you're not from here. It goes to like punch you.
Okay.
Oh,
Like, with his
fuck!
fist.
Oh shit! It's gonna be a fight.
That's actually a 17.
I'm wearing my shield now.
Oh yes, yep. So he goes to punch and and it hits your but you're equipped with your shield as you're picking up a horse trough. So you're picking it up with your shield.
Probably not. So yeah.
That's
No, probably, you're probably right.
It's 2 points. It's 2 points of damage as he cracks you on the back of the head.
Just like a little trickle of blood, like
Not even, man. It's bruised. It's just bruised. Not even.
I'll turn around.
It doesn't really like it. You bumped your head. As you're all doing this various, you're carrying the buckets. You're blasting it with ice. May you're ice breathing it. This fire's going down quick.
I'm gonna turn
What do you-
around and look
You can
down
see
at
this
him.
large human, slick black hair, 5 o'clock shadow, wearing, poor peasant clothes.
I'm gonna just
Immediately tries to hide it, but regrets his decision.
I'm gonna like walk. I assume we're like really close. So I'm gonna just start walking towards him,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna keep walking until he has to start like backing up.
He does a little
I'm
bit,
gonna-
like a couple
I'm
steps.
gonna-
He tries to stand his ground, but he's like backing up a couple steps.
I'm gonna walk him to the well,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like point.
He shakes his head no.
It's potential health hazard.
They're why we can't. They're why we can't afford to eat.
I'm gonna try and grapple him.
Sure, grapple him. He's gonna contest. Not great. Terrible.
24.
Yeah, no. You grapple him.
So I just like a hand around the waist, single hand, pick him up.
Yep.
and
Easy.
I'm holding like a briefcase. I'm walking towards the house fire.
Okay. He's
I'm just gonna
screaming and hollering.
Hold him out in front of it.
Other people begin to grab buckets and start trying to help.
I'll
other
look and
people.
I'll shake my head. Mm-hmm. Come on.
So a lot of people have dispersed. A lot of people have gone back into town now. They're just walking away. But you can see certain people are sticking around and they start to help at the threat of what you assume is a friend or family member. And eventually the fire dies down. With all your help, the fire dies down. There's still extensive damage to the top of this house and to, like, say, the right side of this house. But you managed to stop it from engulfing the entire building.
I'll grab this guy. I'll put him down.
You can see that he has not only wet himself, he just tears in his eyes. He's furious, but he just turns around and he starts walking back.
Anybody still
Hey,
alive in the building?
Hey, you wait.
He stops, but he doesn't turn around.
Talk to you.
Got nothing else to say to you lot.
Down.
Go home
Let me talk to you.
and talk.
Tell us more about this steward.
Give me a persuasion check.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna
Hold on.
try and
I
find
just
the
put out
people.
a fire using ice breath. Give me 1 second. I might just want to use intimidation here.
That's fair.
I'm gonna try and find the people that were
It doesn't really
presumably
matter.
the stewards.
I'll use intimidation. Oh, it's a nat 20.
But he turns around.
22.
He looks at you all. He points at the two figures over there. Very soot-covered clothing at this point, but very well-dressed man and woman. Them lots, the ones that tax us. Can't afford to feed my family. Can't afford to fix anything because they come around here every week, month, taking my hard-earned gold.
How much do they tax you?
Different for everyone.
Sorry, can you speak up?
It's different for everyone. But a couple of gold a month, which is almost more than I make.
It's hard out here. It's hard to make a living.
You see, this is like a big to you, May. This is a big burly man. Like compared to like Kiro and Naima, he's pretty small, but he's a 6'3", 200-pound man. Like he's got some muscle to him. He definitely does physical labor for work, and he's got tears running down his side and piss running down his leg. But
I told him to sit. I imagine he just kind of like plopped himself down.
yeah,
Yeah. So I'll get on my knees in front of him, or like down on one knee anyway, and I'll like hold his hand, like I'll like just kind of grab his hand just gently.
Yeah.
And I'll look at him and I'll be like, what if we could help without burning down a building and
he didn't burn nothing down.
Yeah, well, you can't.
Just happened. Nobody started it.
Uh-huh.
He at that he pulls his hand away from him and he stands up and he just shakes his head. He goes, "You've already done enough." And he starts walking towards the town.
Hey, just one sec. And I'll run up to him, like kind of like try to stop him a little bit, and I'm gonna give him 2 gold. Be like, feed your family, stay safe, stay out of trouble.
Do that for everyone. And he just takes it, he pockets it, and he walks away. Kira, you can see the noble man and his wife up at the fire. Oh my God. Thank you so much for your help. They were just going to let everything burn.
I know, you okay, lowlanders? I'll just look them over, make sure they're...
No extensive damage. Nothing we can't fix. Thank you. We almost lost everything.
Just like how everybody else in this village has lost everything.
Listen, the kingdom, they ask too much of us. They don't understand how government works. They get taxed, we get taxed. We have to tax them to pay the taxes that are asked of us. That's how this works. That's how we get guards. That's how we get things fixed.
It's okay.
Money's not ours. We just collect it.
Can I want to go up to the lady speaking and can I? This is an odd request, but can I see your books, please?
It's very. We don't. I appreciate your help, stranger, but these are government matters, and we don't know you.
I know a thing or two about monetary value and how it can be spent, and
that's all well and good in whatever elven residence you abide in, but I'm sorry, these are government documents. We're not sharing them with anyone.
Excuse me, we just put out your house.
And we're very grateful and we'll gladly reward you, but you
fantastic.
I just want to look for a solution that helps everyone here. If there's a way to spend less somewhere else so that you don't have to tax as much, just let me see them. Quick once over. What does it hurt you?
I'm sorry. Again, give me a persuasion check at disadvantage because this is a big ask.
That's fine.
But this is not something that we could go to jail or worse.
First one's a fucking nat 20.
This guy could break your legs. I mean, if you'd rather have that.
I look over it and I just
it's
smile.
A 22
and I'm like,
at disadvantage.
At the threat of breaking their legs,
I did do that.
and a very persuasive elf. All right, I'll see if I can find them. They're somewhere in there.
If
gonna
I
take
do
some
get
time.
them, I do want to like, just from my background itself, and like learning from my family, I kind of want to like see if there's any way that like they can rearrange of how they're spending funds, to like so they don't have to tax as much
Understood.
on the
Understood.
comic book.
I get where you're getting at. Please give us the night to find our books. I mean, we almost lost our home. I'm not even sure we can stay here tonight. But
I understand.
tomorrow, if you're staying in town, we'll give them. We'll take you out for lunch. We'll show you our books,
You can wait a day,
or
I'm
at
sure.
least verbally talk about where most of our funding goes.
Even that would be helpful.
Thank you. And I'm sorry, your name was
My name's Haven.
Haven. And you all are?
We're
No,
really
you're
muted.
I'm not muted. For some reason, my mic isn't working very well, but I'm not muted.
Well,
I was
I
definitely
and
muted.
the man said, I am Lord. We are Lord and Lady Windgrave. Windgrave, not Wind. I keep adding a D. Windgrave. This is a very small town. For lords, they don't look that well to do. You know what I mean? But it is. It's a small town.
Rest up. Meet you tomorrow, I guess. I look at Haven for confirmation.
Yeah, we'll stay the night here.
Okay, thank you. Well, welcome to Alderford. I appreciate all your help. I hope you enjoy your stay.
How do you spell that?
It is, according to ChatGPT, Alderford.
Alderford. Okay.
And they go seemingly to clean up their mess and try to see what's left of their home.
Do you have like a prison barracks cell somewhere to drop somebody off?
We have holding cells that transfer to Valencia and other places.
Perfect. We're gonna require one of those.
But she'll send you directions to the guard barracks, basically, which they explain is a smaller post that is connected to Valencia, basically.
Trey, why don't me and you drop off your siblings and
I don't want to
rest-
fucking see them, but I'll go. You do the
you should
talking.
probably. I think it's beneficial for you to go. The rest of you, do you want to get a feel for this town? While we're
Sure.
I have a
Find
feeling.
somewhere-
what was that?
I have a feeling we haven't really made friends.
Yeah, I had that feeling as well.
Yeah. Need to find that guy.
Am I not supposed to say the thing about breaking legs? I thought that was a good time.
I mean,
It seemed like a good time to me.
No, so like that's
maybe
not really like common. Well, actually, it is. But
You-
not to them. Maybe
I
sometimes, but
All right, I'll
Did
just
good.
keep ad-libbing then.
yeah.
yeah, just keep feeling it.
All right. I'll go with
Uh,
Haven.
we'll go drop off. Yeah, Trey's siblings to little constable.
As you travel with them, Josh and Bree, they've been pretty quiet, but every time they get a chance, Trey, they listen, Trey, if you just let us go home. We made a mistake. Trent was persuasive.
Mm,
Listen, you're Chad, right? Chad, your oldest brother,
jeez, I'd have to look in her
I
chat.
believe. I'm gonna double check. I got it right here.
I think so.
Chad's
Yeah.
gonna inherit the hatchery. He's not gonna keep us all on. We have to find our way, and Trent was very convincing. Thought we could make some money to start whatever we want to do. You think, Bree goes, you think I want to fish?
You don't?
No!
I'd love to fish. And I don't care if the hatchery goes to me. It's not about that.
I don't want to work for Chad my rest of my life.
Yeah.
Just let us go home. You don't need to drop us off at some prison that'll do who knows what. What are you going to tell Dad? Are you going to tell Mom that you brought us to jail?
Tell him I didn't have a choice. I'm not the one doing this.
You know, all the way there. They protest pretty much all the way there.
I will
but you see
eventually put my foot in my mouth like I should have a long time ago and just like, you know, try to block it out as much as I can.
May will probably get annoyed with them at some point and gag them.
You see a small guard barracks with 2 guards sitting outside. It's getting late. You know, it's probably about 8 p.m.-ish time now. Ho, what's your business? Yeah, what's your business?
2 prisoners. They tried to rob our caravan.
They robbed you?
Tried to.
They tried to rob you?
Yeah.
Like, what did they do? Like, did they attack your car? Or, like, attack you on the street?
They, once again, tried to. Didn't work out for them. These 2 are... If you could extradite them to Rivertown. That's where they're from, and I'm sure the rangers there would probably know what to do with them.
Yeah, I think.
And they start. They if you have you gagged them?
A has, yeah.
They're trying to protest, but all right. Well, let them. I want to hear what they have to say.
All right.
We're pretty full up here, you know. There's quite the to-do happening tonight, and we've made a few arrests.
But your steward literally just told us that you had room for these 2, so.
And how would they know?
That's not my problem. I mean...
Seems to be your problem.
You seem to be a dick.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm sorry, what was that? And then, like, the other one, like, kind of stands up, like, kind of pulls his spear in hand.
Let's not. No, May. I'm sorry for my compatriots. It's been a long road, and as I said, we've been under attack by these 2. Before them, we fought some fucking weird-ass zombie creatures. We just want you to take these guys off our hands, extradite them to Rivertown, so that they can be held under trial there. That's it.
I don't know, that seems like a lot of paperwork for an alleged robbery.
5 gold. For you to extradite them.
All right. Yeah,
All right.
Yeah. You can send them on their way.
No,
Right,
well,
that's fine. Yeah.
we'll bring them there. You won't send them on their way.
Yeah.
Insight check.
Do I believe him?
Yeah. It's a 14.
No, they're lying.
They are lying?
They fully intend on just, like, holding them for a while and then just letting them go.
This is that kind of place.
Excuse
They
me.
don't give a vibe of, like, they really are invested in your story or
Okay.
some would-be barely not teenagers. Like,
Okay, here's what
we'll take
we're
them
gonna
off your
do.
hands.
I'm gonna, like, pull Trey to the side real quick, and I've seen their type before. They're probably gonna release them after a couple days. But what we're gonna do is send a letter to your parents about what happened, from here, and it'll get there before that they get back. So when they get back, there's going to be hell for them. They're not going to hold them here.
I appreciate the effort. I do. But honestly, this whole thing is so unsettling. I just kind of want to move past it. Maybe if I go back, if they go back to Dad, he'll fucking know. You know, do you have a dad?
I do.
Me? Oh, sorry.
No,
Sorry, I wasn't over hearing.
No. Hey, you want your legs broken?
Where you at?
You want to spend the night in a jail cell?
No, not really. Anyways.
On time to use that.
You ever try to lie to him and he just like sees right through you? Right?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, my dad's real good at that. So they had to have some bullshit lie to get away from duties in the first place.
Here's another thing, though, that you have to think of as their brother. We just walked through the path to get here where there have been murders. 2 that we know of.
Yeah. Well, I guess, you know, they're from the books, and they're the little that I do know. I mean, they broke the law. And if
I'm gonna
they get out of this from being shady,
grab his
then
siblings and bring them over to us.
Mm-hmm.
Ungag them.
What?
You want your knee broken?
The fuck, Trey? You don't think we've been through enough? I saw what happened. Well, actually, we didn't see what happened to Trent, so we don't know. We just left Trent behind. Why couldn't we go home?
You could go where Trent went if you want. We can send you that.
You went home, right?
No.
Why? What happened to Trent? What? Why did you kill Trent?
He's not. Oh, no, he's not dead.
Oh.
Here's what's gonna happen. As long as the rest of my party members agree, I'm gonna release you. Because honestly, like Trey said, you're just a headache that we don't need.
We agree. Yeah, no, we agree.
And here's another thing. You might die walking back to your village. That's... honestly...
I mean, we were tracking a pretty big monster that way, so...
I don't think we care. But you have to go back to your village.
Okay. Right.
Make sure you check in with the
They
Rangers when
look
you get
all
back,
red.
too. You know?
Say what?
You should make sure you check in with the Rangers when you get back, too.
No.
I have a feeling when we come back through Rivertown, and we will, you know, we'll ask
Hey.
them, you know?
Bree kind of like tries to grab your hand, like shoulders, like
I
Trey.
think we're
Trey.
past this now, Bree.
Trey,
You
listen.
hurt me.
We made a mistake. We listened to the wrong person. There's nothing more than going home that we want.
Yeah. You're full of it. You know Trent. You know Trent's not good. You knew what you were getting into, and I don't believe it.
Are we all there or?
Yeah, no, I pulled you all to the side.
Okay. Kira will step up. I imagine you've been not for the first time.
It's like every time I talk about breaking legs, Kiro takes a step up, and then we say no, and he takes a step back. It's a new form of intimidation.
Yeah. Trey, Haven, I'll get them away from Bree and.
Yeah.
Do you think if we just send them back to just go somewhere else?
It's
She said
possible.
she didn't want to fish.
Yeah,
Why would we go back?
I probably, but
Honestly, though, do we care at this point?
I
Trey, they're
thought
your
I've
family.
cared about like 2 or 3 things along the road, and we didn't do it. So I guess I don't really sure. I'm not sure what that I actually care about right now, outside of not having them around, because it's like the sheen on water that gets when you put a foreign substance. It's just, it's not pure. I don't feel right with them here. So,
Hey Trey,
yeah.
why don't you and I go find somewhere to have a drink and forget about your siblings?
Is Giro gonna break their knees?
No, Kira's not gonna
Okay.
break their knees.
All right.
I mean,
I'll make sure they get back.
A drink. Ooh, I wonder how the lemonade is in this town. We're getting closer to the city,
we're
right?
big
I'll,
win.
I'm gonna flick Trey a gold and just say first round's on me, and I'll grab the 2 siblings, and while they go off to the side, or they go off to drink.
I'm just gonna look at both of them, and I'm gonna stand like 4 inches away from them and look straight down. Go home.
It's a pleasure. Yes.
Ima?
Please.
So as Hero's doing that, I'm going to make this look as dramatic as I can. I'll take out my orb, have a wind swirl around it, and then I'll use prestidigitation to make wind swirl around both of the siblings, and then kind of like pinpoint on both of their arms. And I'll have like a little symbol of, I don't know, some random giant word, the giant lettering for criminal or something like that. I'll have that just marked on their shoulder using prestidigitation, because you can make a colour, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or surface for 1 hour using
So
prestidigitation.
for an hour, yeah.
But
Can we go now? We said we're sorry. We didn't know you guys were guarding the cart.
And if we weren't, you would have
We
attacked some other people.
here. I can't say. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. It was a bad choice.
Listen, just go home.
I'll go home.
No, you're going home.
Good.
and with those marks, I will say with the magic I have, we will know if you haven't gone home.
It's true.
Give me a deception check.
Fuck yeah.
Where's my deception? There it is.
It'd have to be pretty good.
That's a 19 plus 2, 21.
Yeah, that's how they believe you.
I'm gonna pull out
They
one of
get
my daggers.
wide-eyed.
I have quite a bit of them, and I'll hand one off to Bree and just, this is for both of you. Home safe. I'm just gonna turn around and walk away from them.
They look at each other for a minute, and they look at the 2 Goliaths. Can we stay the night here? Because
Nope.
it's really dark out.
Nope. Go.
All right, let's go. And they just like run, like towards the end of town.
Which direction do they run from where we came from?
Oh yeah, they're coming from where you came from. They're not stupid. They believed your very good lie.
How can you know if they're really there?
I
That's
don't.
crazy. What?
A trick, a lie.
Hmm. Nice.
All right, let's go get drunk, my friends.
Yes.
Right.
When we get to the
Well
tavern,
said.
I come in with Haven on my shoulder. Ah.
What was you going to say, man?
just gonna say when we get to the tavern, May wants to pull out that piece of singed paper,
Sure.
and she just wants to start kind of like examining it and trying to make sense of it.
Forgive me. Oh, I guess an investigation check. Feels like that would be the most logical.
That is a 18.
18. So a couple of things that I will point out. I mean, you can read most of the ingredients just fine. But what you do notice on the left right is the word the blink script. And you can see the blink script. You can see that it is some sort of recipe where the words kind of go in a circular motion for the directions. You see that it requires emerald dust, 50 gold worth, that's clear, 1 ounce of fine ink mixed with melted, it says melted something. But besides all that and what you can read regularly, I'll say for this investigation, that's what you get out of it right now. It requires a heat source. Yeah, I mean, pretty much what you can read from it right now is what you get.
Yeah. She's just gonna, take the time to try to kind of, take out some, a quill and paper and just kind of try to write down as much of it as she can.
And you can see, again, multiple times it refers to whatever you're creating as the blink script.
Yeah.
Give me an Arcana check. With the knowledge that you've gathered with your investigation, maybe it's possible that some of your arcane knowledge can fill in some gaps.
14.
Say that again?
14.
14. You imagine, I'll say with a 14, the only thing you imagine with the melted with something, that the many enchantments involve precious metals. And you imagine that, and in your mind, you're remembering a class in school where they were teaching you about the different magical properties of precious metals and precious gems. Very obviously, this one uses emerald dust, but very possible this uses some sort of melted metal within ink. Again, and logic dictates you can figure out, okay, well, this involves parchment and ink of some sort.
Okay.
So you can kind of just critical thinking and reasoning, well, if it involves ink, it must involve paper, and such and such. And you can see that there's a bottom. The bottom, there's one part watt. You can, again, fill in the blanks. Probably water. The bottom part, then possibly vinegar, maybe.
Okay.
Tight.
But it gives you a starting point if you had somewhere else to do some more studying and researching that you might be able to find something.
Can I look around the bar or whatever? And I just want to see if I see that guy from earlier.
I'm going to say at this point, that dude went home. You don't see him in the tavern anywhere.
He was emotional, which he probably never gets, and soiled himself going home, wherever that may be.
All right. So long as we're in the town, I know we're probably wrapping pretty soon, but I'm just gonna be looking for him.
Easily enough. Anything else anybody wants to do before they turn in for the night?
Oh, I'll lean down to Haven.
You broke up. No, what was that?
Do we want to whisper? We want to do
Stage
the
whisper.
thing with I know. With May, I could try that thing.
She seemed okay for the rest of the day, so maybe
Seems
we just
okay.
leave it be for now.
Okay.
We'll just have to keep an eye on her, make sure she's okay.
Okay.
We all have to have each other's back here, so.
Mimsy, Rig, and Valen all head up for an early night. They want to get an early start in the morning. They tell you to continue to Valencia. Mimsy is very urgent about her studies and what she needs to go to the library, and it's very urgent. So she really wants to keep things going.
Mm-hmm.
As you all, you drop the steward's name, and your rooms are paid for. They're not, they're not questioning it. A lot of people know what you did, and they assume they are probably paying for it. You head for the night. You all lay your eyes to sleep. Is there anything anyone wants to do alone? You all get your own rooms.
Hell yeah.
We all have private rooms.
Yes.
May will make
If you request it. If you request it.
I would.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, get to sleep naked.
Yeah. Kira sleeps naked anyways.
Yeah. I might actually sleep naked this time.
Anything anyone wants to do within the privacy of their own rooms is your last chance before we take our rest.
Hero window in it.
You're cutting in and out, man. I can't hear you.
I don't know what else up. Kiro's just gonna open up his window and just sort of breathe in the night air and burn his prayer rope and pray to his goddess.
Easy enough.
I'm gonna get a piece of paper out and write a letter to my mom.
Okay.
I'll type that up before next session, and I'll just mail it out.
Easy enough. Yeah, totally. Haven, anything?
No, I think for now I'm go.
Lima?
I'm good, except probably usual ritual with Titan's Eye.
You set up your ritual for the Titan's Eye. You meditate on it, and there's a swirling of like air as the air swirls around you, and the temperature drops a little bit as the air swirls around, and you can hear in the back of your mind it's not even hearing it, it's more like a feeling. You know what I mean? You hear it in your heart. You know what I mean? Like you feel it, but the thoughts come to your mind. But it just says, I am the oncoming storm. As your Titan's Eye illuminates just in a flash and then dies down.
Indeed, I am. And that's for why no one's going to take it.
Yeah.
I lied. There's one thing I want to start reading a Block's journal. That Roth when he was disintegrated.
Oh, yes, of course.
So I want to start going through that.
So you're going through his book?
Yeah, what he was writing.
So
as you flip through it, it's not a journal as you might have thought. It is a well-written textbook on a creature that is known as the Nautilus Kraken.
Nautilus Kraken.
Okay. You know from your little bit of travels that he was heading to Valencia to try to get this book published.
Right. Is it complete?
It is.
To know.
And it talks about, if you thumb through it, it talks about living habitats, eating habits, mating habits, all kinds of just like, it's like a textbook technical layout of this creature. Kind of like a love letter written to this creature, you know what I mean? Like there's very much a passion behind the writing of this book.
Okay. Good to know.
May, anything you want to do before you head to bed?
Yeah, once we're in the room,
Yep.
and May has locked the door.
Yep.
She's gonna relax.
Okay. You relax yourself, probably for the first time today.
And then she's going to... Sorry?
No, I was just saying completely relaxed.
Okay.
I wouldn't say completely relaxed, but completely yourself.
Completely myself, completely relaxed. And in that, he is going to sit down on the floor, wherever Marmalade is.
Yep, Marmalade's curled up right near you.
Yep. Yeah. And she's gonna look at the cat. She's gonna be like, well, do you have any secrets you need to tell? No.
No. And we'll end the session right there.
Hell yes.
Did the cat just talk?
Yep.
Oh,
And you
fuck.
said not to use
cat,
detect
everybody.
magic on this cat. It's just a cat, the DM said.
It's still just a cat. Just because a cat can talk doesn't mean it's not a cat.
No, that's not just a cat.
It's not just a cat.
It turns out it's the fucking.
Making a cat, it's a cat. No.
It turns
Dude,
out it's the Noctua Kraken or whatever it is that's on the
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah, it's the Nautilus cat Kraken.
Dude, I would have cried if it was like no one will ever, and it just never spoke again.
No,
It's like, I swear it spoke. She's-
Hey, I said one word. We still got the beginning of next session.
Yes.
That's true.
All right. Speaking of that, our next session on the channel will be Tuesday for Center Shadows, as the group has been diving all over the realm. So that'll be fun. And then next Saturday we are back here for a Dorithian Divide. So yeah, that's it. Love you. Be safe.
Bye.
Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Good job, Timmy.
Like and subscribe.